today I decided to do a burn special effects makeup video. This is the look I decided to do. It's kind of like a burnt, melted, chemical burn. And it really just looks like melting skin that's super burnt. So I hope that you enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you guys later. So first you want to clean the area as always to make sure that the makeup sticks better. Then I'm going to take a little triangle wedge cosmetic foam sponge that I tore to give some texture, and I'm going to take this kind of mauve-y shade from the Midnight Cream Contour Wheel in the light to medium, and I'm just going to take that on the textured side, and then I'm going to pat it down. And this just creates like the base for the burn and kind of shows that skin irritation. And then I'm going to take this red one from the Midnight Color Wheel. It's the Bruise and Abrasion one. And I'm just going to ever so slightly dip the textured side of the sponge into the red, and then just kind of place that sporadically around, and then use my finger to blend it out. And this just looks like, you know, like where blood vessels might have popped, or, you know, like really, really deep burns. It just gives it a little bit of depth and dimension. Okay, brought you in closer so you could see in better detail. So I just kept using that mauve color and the red and going back and forth between the two of them just to keep adding some depth and dimension. Now I'm going to take this Ben 9 Nose and Scar Wax just to add a little bit of texture before I put on the latex. So I'm just going to take a little bit and then just really, like, I'm not even smearing it out or smoothing it at all. I want it to look like the skin got burned and got charred and is kind of peeling away super unevenly, obviously. So I'm just taking it and making it not look pretty. Now for the fun part, I'm taking the Ben 9 Liquid Latex, and this stuff smells terrible, but you just have to get used to it. And I'm just going to put this all over. And then we will wait for that to dry, and then we'll begin peeling it. And then I'm going to take a pair of tweezers. You can use your fingers or whatever you want. And I'm going to start picking it to give it some texture. I'm going to take this LAC color, or LA Colors palette in Pop and Purple. I'm going to take a mixture of this super dark purple and this super light purple, just to give it like some bruising and more irritation. I'm going to put that mainly in the spots that I created the holes. I'm going to take this red color and really just put it inside of the cracked skin areas, I guess. This little sponge just to kind of blend out that red and give it a little bit of texture. Of course, I'm using Ben 9 Dark Blood and a little pencil brush and putting that in the spots that would be extremely bloody. And again, just taking the stipple just to kind of blend it out, make it look a little grosser. powder. I'm actually using some crushed ibuprofen because it works better than face powder. I'm just going to put that all over. And then just take a spray bottle that you have and just spray it with some water. And then I'm going to take the end of a brush and just kind of mash up the ibuprofen even more. It makes it look really bloody and chalky, almost like a charcoal burn would look. Kind of pieces of ash and whatnot, and debris. It just makes it look a little bit, I would say, kind of infected and gross. So it's a really nice touch, but face powder just kind of dissolves in water, so it's better to use something like cut up aspirin. Cut up aspirin actually will give you the effect of something almost boiling and bubbling, but I just used ibuprofen. So, and then I'm going to go in with this LAC eyeshadow palette in Tropical Blue, and just another fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to go in with this almost black shade. That's pretty much the same color right here. And I'm just going to dust this all over, and this really, really creates like that charcoal kind of look. Take this sponge and take off all the extra water. And then I just added some face powder on top. I just used this Ben Nye Fair translucent powder, and all that does is really dim it down and make it look a little bit more realistic and a little bit less cakey and whatnot. Alright, and then that is the finished look for a charcoal burn. You can of course add more blood or whatever you want to it, but that is the look of like peeling super dry skin. So there is a charcoal look. I think this would look super good on your face. If you did like a half burnt face, I think that looks super cool. But yeah, that's it. Super simple.